Okay, so here I have a fish fillet knife that I buy for, cleaning fish. And I also use it for making steaks. This part of the front, the hind quarter is the front part of it. And I just I bone the whole hind quarter out, and then I make it in sections. And then I put it in the freezer to get it nice and stiff. Then I put it in this bread slicing device that I bought years ago, and it's held up for a long time. Okay, this is about the third take. I'm going to, so I just cut my first steak, and that's 3/4 of an inch. Then I go back 2 more slots, and then I cut my next set. You can see, does a nice job, cuts right through the meat. You don't want to freeze the meat too much. And then I go 2 more. We cut our steaks 3/4 of an inch. You don't have to. Normal steaks are thinner, but we'd use a sous vide to cook with, and it does wonders and really tenderizes the meat. That's why we use thicker steaks. Go 2 more. For those who don't know, a sous vide is a heating device that you cook the meat and for a period of time, and it varies, but it really can tenderize even the toughest of cuts. Restaurants use sous vides all the time. 2 more. And probably the last piece I'll just use for either stew meat or for hamburger. And then just take the steaks right out of here. They're all cut, as you can see, perfectly. There's a nice steak there, nice steak there, nice steak there. And that's the way it's done. That's the way I've been doing it for a long time. And the rest is basic. You got another quarter. Another part of the hind quarter right here. There's actually 2 more parts, and I'll separate them. And then see, there's a separation right here. I'll just separate that like that. There. I'll take that out of there. Then the next, cut a little bit of that fat off of here. There's no sense in leaving that on there. I'll trim that out later. There we go. Now we get a little bit of hair there. We'll take that off later. But that's it, and it's the same drill. No saw, no bones, no nothing, just beautiful venison. See? I don't know where you're going to find these bread slices, but I'm sure they're available still. Get a little bit extra. You could just recut that last one down the bottom. Take that out like that. And that's all your steaks there. And you put this last one here back in against the first one there, and another small steak without cutting your finger. There you go. A whole bunch of venison steaks. Then I'll take this one here, maybe trim a little bit. Knife fell on the floor when hitting on the knife. Trim this a little bit. They're sitting in the fridge in the freezer for about an hour or so. don't want them frozen too solid because then you're going to work the knife too hard. So that, and I just put this guy in there like that, and cut those steaks. One last one. Some people like their venison steaks really thin, but I don't. I like mine nice and thick like that. Then the last piece, I'll just, you know what? That's going to make beautiful hamburger. And that's that. So here's the steaks all done. Man, what is that? 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes for one hind quarter. I'm all set up. Put that back in the fridge for Mama to pack, and we're good to go. That's one of the quarters done. Bunch of hamburger ready to be made. So, Lord bless me with a beautiful buck. So again, just in case I didn't catch it in the beginning, Presto made this, and it's a bread slicing machine with a Rapala turkey fish filleting knife. Hope you enjoyed the video.